I just you said you had issues. You said you only slept for 1 hour the other night, and I know how that feels
Literally,
because
yeah.
as we grow old like this, bro, the best medicine is actually sleep. That's what revitalizes your body
Listen,
at the end of the
honestly,
day. All that stuff you used to do in the 20s where you sleep for like one hour, then wake up the next day
and you
still be
be
on
good to
100.
go. I'm
It doesn't
telling
happen.
you.
It
Hey,
doesn't happen
God.
again. Sleep actually, how to put it, furthers your life and your life
Honestly,
quality. So please, all
honestly.
that, all that finesse that people like doing that I don't need 8 hours sleep. You need it.
Who said
You
that?
need it. No, some people, you know, these hustlers. No, me, I don't need 8 hours sleep. I can sleep 1 a.m. and by 4 a.m. I'm back on the grind again, bro.
Nah, so
There's one time that you look for all the medicine in the world and your doctor will just tell you is sleep. And by
sleep.
then,
Oh,
your sleep clock, sleep everything has already spoiled that you cannot enjoy. You cannot even get that 8 hours unless you use medicine. So please, sleep
mm-hmm.
very, very well. Sleep very, very well. Sleep is good. Don't let anyone deceive you that sleep is bad or something, something, something. I
No,
beg.
I don't think. I feel like people know that sleep is good, but like you know how they say sleep is for the weak, or we have all
That's what I'm
these
saying now.
quotes.
Yeah, you know
Aspire
those
to
people that
Maguire to acquire.
all this hustle porn that people like, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
say you don't really need 8 hours of sleep. You can that's like how many percentage of your life gone sleeping. They there. They there.
So I think my relationship with sleep is like this. The truth is that I do my best work in the nights. Like
Okay.
this is why we're recording this podcast at this hour of the night too, because this is my actual most active time, and it's the time that I have to myself, right? I can use this time to do anything, listen to music, listen to podcasts, read a book. And I like slow mornings. I don't want to
Mm.
rush in the morning. Yes. So because I reward myself too, if I'm sleep deficient the night before, I reward myself with a slow morning. Like it's just what it, in fact, right? I rather that way. However, that has sort of changed for me of recent because like I have to be up early in the morning. And then I still have more work. Like I come home to work and I'm in the daytime, I'm also working, right? So I'm understanding it's a phase in my life. However, that yesterday's one I did say, I couldn't. I said because if we recorded, not that I also slept early, but then I didn't wake up as early as I could have on a good. I
Mm-hmm.
woke up like past 7 this morning.
The
Um,
day's gone.
you know what I mean? Not typically, I would wake up at 6, tops, sometimes 5, but typically 6. Like do something 1 hour, wake up, pray, read a book, take a walk in my compound because we dey count steps. Um, have tea. I really love to have tea, ginger tea in the morning. It's like that. Just like ease myself into the bowl. That this yesterday online is you know even I slept and I enjoyed it. And NEPA did not give us light. However,
God punish
I
Nepa.
slept. Listen, quite radical, those people. I don't know
Man,
when I see I don't know any in fact let's not but
please, I can't deal with
anybody,
Nigeria. I can't
do you
just deal with
understand?
Nigeria. Please. It's
Anybody
not
who is not
I believe at this
having
point,
electricity as priority in their mandate should not be talking to us naturally.
me, I already have it that I've already come to the conclusion. I've already settled in my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit. That's 24-hour electricity is not Nigeria's portion. It's not our destiny. So this is the cross we must carry till the end of time. There's no point again. There's no point really
But
because
it's
it's electricity.
possible. But it's
Electricity
so
is
possible.
you know why it's annoying? It's electricity. Electricity is science. Therefore, it
Do
means
you
that it's a
understand?
constant. So
Oh,
if 2 plus 2 is four, right? That
it's
means to
not
get
go.
electricity, you
Oh, it's
please,
not
I
one.
beg.
1 plus 1 is 2. Sorry,
I beg,
missed that.
please. That's how one small girl was singing it, and they were asking her 2 plus 2, and she was singing.
She said
Don't
snorkel.
worry. Your father will tell you why he's paying your school fees when you say snorkel again.
See, these
But if
kids are learning faster than you and I. Be there.
but if it is electricity, it means it's a constant. That means you have to do A plus B plus C to give you constant
Mm-hmm.
electricity. It's
Mm-hmm.
not guesswork. But still,
Honestly.
we wallow in this. Keep giving us excuses every single time why we cannot have electricity. But it's all good, sure. But moral of the story, guys, please sleep. When you want to sleep, sleep. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Please sleep. It's important. Don't be like, but guess what? Don't also beat yourself up when you don't sleep so much. You know, there's also that part. I don't know, does it happen to you? Like you'll be like, oh God, why didn't I sleep today? And you start this self
No,
self reprimand
unless I sleep very late, and I always tell myself I should have slept earlier so that I could have woken up
earlier.
earlier. Yeah. But apart from that, please. Oh.
How long do you sleep for? Well, typically, if we're not recording this late, what time do you go to bed?
Before it used to be like wild, like 2 a.m.
Guy,
But now
this time.
12:30 between 1. Now I'm going to push it to 10 or 11 because I don't want all these, please.
But let me tell you the truth, you know, it might not actually happen like that.
Me, I'll force it to happen. By force, by fire. It must happen.
Okay.
It
I'm
must
rooting
happen.
for you. Some days, Sha, some days it will happen.
Yeah, of course. At least if I can
Mm.
get 3 or 4 days in a week like that,
Mm-hmm.
I did try. I don't expect to get 7/7, but at least let my sleep clock know that by 10, no, it's
Your
about to
body
go down.
clock,
Sorry, body clock. Yes, it's about to go down.
like
It's
mad.
about to go down.
Do you
Even
have friends
guys,
that sleep
yeah?
like chickens? Do you have friends that sleep like early in the day?
No, early in the day. When we're in Lagos, where you want to sleep
Like,
early in the day?
ah, my friends that know them that I'm talking about, they know them. So like they sleep by 8 p.m. They don't
Those
miss
are
it.
that's old people. Those are like for grandmothers and stuff like that. By 8 they
Listen,
don't lock door. By 7 o'clock they don't
no
lock door. 8 o'clock
D and
like
D.
this
Do
is
not
going down.
disturb.
8 o'clock is
Ah,
going down.
but they wake up
No,
very
I don't
early
know
as
those ones.
well, like
Yeah, true
4,
that, sure.
5 a.m. people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This is why Nigeria should develop a shift system of work. Why I don't know why we
there
are
is
sleeping in
now.
the night. How
Do
many industries are doing it?
which industry? How many industries do you people have? Please, we don't need to go Nigeria, please. I beg you, in the name of God.
Two,
let's do the
three, four
facts.
essential baby.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us once again. This is another episode of your favorite podcast, 234 Essential. My name
Ooh,
is
ooh.
Ayomide Tayo, AOT2, and of course, you've heard the voice of Ugochi.
Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode.
Thank you guys for joining us, long-time listeners, new-time listeners. Welcome to that podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience and helps you navigate life in this great country of ours. If you want to send us family, which you guys haven't done, or in case, or maybe Nipos is lying, anyone, one of the
Mm-hmm,
two, or
mm-hmm.
two of the two, please send family to us and release therapy at family234essential.com, and we'll read it on the next podcast episode.
Thank you guys. Also, please follow us on every social media platform at Twitter for Essential Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe also to our newsletter. Subscribe or to the podcast on every DSP, every platform you listen to 235 Essential. And we also have a donation link. Do have a lot of plans and you need money to execute things. So if you're feeling the love and you're feeling the work, please support us right there in our show notes. Click the link and we do not discriminate against money.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Since you people decided not to give us family, we'll just do weekly catch up and
I'm
that's it.
sad.
Yes. How was my week? My week was,
How was your
first of
week?
all, we've already mentioned that NEPA are useless people. So let's take that out of the way. We're very, very stupid. My week was very productive. A lot of content or a lot of music creation. Not I'm in the studio working, no, please. I'm not in the video
Let's
or Don
go.
Jazzy. Yes. But doing
It's
what I do
possible now.
best. I know you're not too late for no, it's not there.
You
You're not
feel
too late. Yes, to do music.
see, let me tell you the truth. If you're at this point, drop an album, I will not be surprised.
No, I can't. I do not have the music talent. So everybody should know. I think by now everybody supposed to know where
Waiting the
you head,
do.
what you feed do. Like say, no, make everybody know what they feed they do now.
Yes.
So yeah, so me I just do my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's it basically. Just walk indoors. That's all. We know to the work. It's January. This January is long. It's not time for waka up and down. Place everybody chook leg inside what is paying you so that by January you get paid and hopefully FIRS
Listen,
doesn't deduct your money. In Jesus' name, amen.
if it's not by this one, there's nothing this prayer now that you just said
But they can't
because
deduct your money because if you are an employee, then it is your employer that should be paying your tax on your behalf, basically.
And however, they are
Is
talking about transactions in your account, no? That happen in
No,
your account
they're
too.
talking about money that comes into your account that
Monthly?
is not no regularly that is not. So imagine, which most people do. Imagine if you have a 9 to 5, but
Mm-hmm.
you also have like an online business where you sell maybe gym wear.
Mm.
So that money that comes in for your gym wear has to be taxed because that's in
Right.
revenue for your business. So that because of Nigeria's informal economy, sort of a lot of that revenue have been untaxed, so to say, basically untaxed. So now, because you know that your president who nearly fell down in Turkey, you know who fell down in Turkey,
Exactly.
is an accountant, and accountants don't like leaving money on the table. So
Nope.
everybody will be taxed accordingly. That's all I want. I just want to know if police people, when they collect bribe, they'll be taxed also, and bandits, because bandits will be receiving money too. We want to know if they'll be taxed as well. Because you cannot have that kind of big industry and they'll not be taxed. It is unfair.
Is it a
uh
big industry?
So, yes, it's a big industry because you can't tell me that all these people that we hear that all these people that have been kidnapped when they are released, you can't tell me it's the police that went to go and do some Operation Desert Storm, rookie like kind of mission.
Maybe some more.
See,
I, I,
there's no officer of the Nigerian police force that's entering bush to go and find kidnapped victims.
so
They are
it's not
paying
the
that money.
police now. It's not the police now. It's
Who is that?
military men that is military men that do such missions now.
Thank God, say if me I did military, say please go into the bush and find. I say, okay,
Huh.
please, 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 please.
I
I
have
do.
friends that
I
go
dey I
on
dey go
serious
I dey go Mami
special
market.
mission.
Please,
Ah.
please. I dey go Mami market. There's one rice and turkey where they just launch for that place. I need to use the chow, please. I beg. Uh-huh.
See, I mean, there's one, a friend of mine went on one mission for a couple of months in
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in the east. I need to remember now. Olu, actually, Imo State. Oh my God, the pictures were nothing. I wasn't ready for it. These people were
Yeah.
kidnapping people and eating them.
But you know why we don't believe
Why?
that they are rescued? Because Nigerian authorities are bad at storytelling and
Yep.
narration. Like if you go out
More
there,
like the
you
media
come out
lies, though.
you go out to go out in the media, do press conference, show us the timeline at so. You know this is how the Yankee they do at 900 hours, blah blah
It's
blah blah. Well,
marketing now. It's PR.
and that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
The PR.
Nigerian army yesterday say we killed 20 militants. How do we know that
Because
you actually killed 20 million? Because you people lie too much in Nigeria.
these are
And I
the
don't believe you
issues.
people. Yes,
These are the
but
issues.
I've been indoors and I've been working. Glory be to
Well
God.
done.
That's all. Thank you very much.
Try to relax. So, how do you, okay,
Relax.
you watch
Re-
movies.
yeah,
Is
relaxation
that
and money. Oh.
relaxing for you?
Yes, so I make sure I know the kind of movies I watch to relax. Like I won't watch
Mm-hmm.
all those serious ones. I just put on
Mm-hmm.
a comedy. There is, like I said, there's the new Spartacus. I am
Okay.
not. It's not brain tasking. I'm just seeing
Mm-hmm.
breasts and yash and
Oh,
people just
please.
knocking. Then when the gay part comes, I forward it. But bro, it's just
Why don't
violence
you
and
watch
sex
it?
because it does nothing to me. So I don't
But
want
it's
to
part
waste
of
my
the
time.
storytelling.
You see the same thing. We know, and the two people knocked. I already know. When I fast forwarding, I can see the knocking. It's fine. It's okay. It's no
You
problem.
know,
One love. One
as
love.
much as I understand there are people that listen to like voice notes on 1.5 or 2x speed, right?
Yeah.
Um, but when you're watching, well, personally, as much as I don't like to, it's not so much of my thing, like watching something. If I'm not going to watch everything, I might as well just leave it
No,
though.
there's some
I
parts
don't,
that even though like in Yankee films, I just this part that dolly me, Jerry. I already get the gist of this thing. I'm
I
forwarding
go
it.
off, I'm
Yeah. So I
literally
just
off it.
so basically I don't watch anything that is too tasking when I want to
Fair
relax. I just
enough.
watch, small
Fair enough.
yes. There are the days when you want to watch film that you go put your phone on silent because this one be like exam. But I want to
Mm-hmm.
relax. I already know what I'm watching. I'm watching those my favorite shows, industry,
Mm-hmm.
and all those kind of other stuff. It's nice. That's what I used to relax.
That's
If
good.
there's a nice movie in the cinema, I go and watch too.
True. I said
Uh-huh.
I was going to go and watch Avatar. And I don't. Has it left
No,
cinemas?
I think that's left. Though.
Chai. I
I've not
honestly
checked,
told
but I'll
myself
check.
I was going to watch it.
Yeah, three
But
hours. You sure you go watch and do you have the strength? to watch it.
No,
Dedication.
I would have taken someone with me that likes to watch movies so that the person
Okay.
at least will
But you know it's 3 hours. Because when I watched it, I was like, bro.
it was
mm,
interesting. Right?
I said there's a Benin woman there. There's a Benin alien there.
Oh.
Her name is Etinosa. Don't believe me. She just behaves like a Benin woman. That's what I'm saying.
Sis,
The the woman
you don't
wicked
actually
die.
believe Jusha.
Bro, you they call that babe Etinosa. I'll say I believe because this is witchcraft. You know. But it's a great one. Oh, sorry, spoiler. The film has not ended
Tell
still.
me.
There's C4 and 5.
Oh, okay. Do you
Yes.
know, I don't mind. Those I started watching, I think the first Avatar I watched was because of some love interest one time put me on it and I loved
Oh,
it. I loved the entire movie. I loved the sense of, changing from human to avatar. I
yeah.
liked it.
That was a lifetime ago. The first Avatar was like a lifetime ago.
That's the
I was
only
like,
one I've
oh,
watched. Oh.
then you have to watch two. You can't watch three. You can't watch, you have to watch two now.
Exactly. Exactly. So
They don't
that's
get
why I
picking
wanted
now
to go and
already.
watch it.
They don't get picking. Their picking don't
They've
old
gone
now.
foul.
Their picking don't old. Everything don't day. Everything don't get men get. You know.
You see,
Gray hair
these
don't
are
gray hair don't they come up for their body self.
oh, I need to watch it. I need to watch it. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna
It's
happen, but
three
I'm going
three
to try to
hours.
watch
It's
it.
like watching Lord of the Rings. Like three hours. I hope you
And
know.
guess what? I love watching Lord
Uh
of the
who
Rings.
didn't enjoy watching Lord of the Rings?
Hey,
3 hours,
I need to watch
nine
it again.
hours,
Honestly,
action packed. No. That was a movie.
that storytelling,
No,
stellar.
no, no. Smigu.
Stellar. Do you know I
Precious.
actually like Smeagol?
Yeah. He's dope. He's dope. You try. You try.
He's such an I that was not Frodo, of course. See, any
Frodo
friendship,
Baggins.
any friendship that is not more that is just not like that Frodo and what's
They
the
had
name?
the fat one.
Ah,
I know. You know
eh,
they like that. You know they like that.
oh
See,
my
that's why it
God.
is. That's why it's fairy tale. That's why it's fairy tales adventure.
Is it Gamwise or Gamji?
I
Samuel?
made a mistake of reading the book of Lord of the Rings. I said no. I think it's better to just go and watch the film again because the English way they use right now. Oh,
Plenty.
the English and ancient English. I said no. Sorry, it was past so I can't do this. Sorry, but
Ah,
Lord of the Rings is a great movie.
oh
Great
yeah,
movie. The three,
definitely.
action packed. Like this, no, when they cleared the Oscars, that you're like, they deserve it. They
No.
try.
See, the people in that movie have been immortalized
No,
because
see, Yankee, once you do all those big blockbuster movies that enters,
mm-hmm,
bro, go and retire. Just there's no point.
honestly,
Your money's going to be stupid for life. That's why you
see,
see, look at Frodo. What has Frodo acted again that is that big? If you see the movies Frodo has acted after, they are weird movies. He just wants to enjoy
n-
his life. So it doesn't bother at all. It doesn't
see,
bother.
but the amount of effort, the effort they even put in creating the movie alone,
They
if
shot it in
it's
Australia now. Did it for like 3 years or 4 years. Mad.
yes,
It's not
crazy
beans.
and no, they gave us a watch. They gave us the cinematography, the staging, the story. Oh God,
No.
there's no
That
there's no
part where that part where Gandalf was fighting that dragon, I say,
Gandalf the
you shall
Grey.
you shall not pass. I say,
That
look
they tell
at her.
you,
Then he now fell. I said, Gandalf done die already. Until
see,
Gandalf came back as a white wizard. I said, hey, this is
wicked.
so Igodo, English Igodo level. Then they whine. Then they
No.
mad.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a movie I can watch. Wait, that's a dope movie.
what's the name of that? Was it the witch? That film, that witch that, or what was she, a seer or something? That was an elf or yeah, I think she was an elf. That would
In
later helped. I think it was is in the second part
oh my,
that
you don't think I watched that film. I have to go back and
I
watch it.
literally I didn't watch it last year, but the 2 years, 2024 and 2023, I watched it.
I have to watch that film again, Sha.
Sex and the City is another movie that I watch
I have
often.
never watched that series in my
You
life.
better watch it now as an adult. I promise you, the lens will be so different, and you can see yourself in the stories, in
Okay,
the
I could try.
episodes. I promise you. Don't try to look at it as a chick flick or anything. Just actually
No, I
try
watch
to
chick flicks
watch.
now. I watched Gossip Girl season 1 now. I never
Only
just
season
continued with season
one.
2. No, because that time I watched it
XOXO.
was when VCD it was when you could only get foreign series on VCD. So it was
Tell
only
me that
season 1 I could find. So
you
I was
that's
waiting for the The poet
Did you
guy, what's his name? Not
I,
the Chuck
see?
Bass.
That's
Is the poet
I
guy.
love Chuck though.
Of course, women lecture is an asshole now.
No,
Yeah, yeah. And I was
not
very
because
invested
of
in.
that.
I was very invested in that series. I was like, bro, what's happening next? XOX. What you know?
Listen,
What did happen? You know, which one
I
again? I
hope
watched
that they will.
The L World.
Mhm. Did
That
you
one
watch
is a series about
Orange County?
no, no. I watched the L
The,
World. That one is a series about lesbians.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
lesbians. I watched like season 1 and 2. I said, this is cinema. This is great. Just seeing
See,
fine women knocking. It's totally ambutit
I don't think I
100%.
watched that one. I didn't
I
think I
watched that
watched the
one.
L word.
They used to show it on DSTV, so I know they missed on that year. Say this is
Right.
cinema.
You
This is what we are here for.
do you know now as an adult, I realized that the majority of the times that I watched TV was because like everybody else was watching TV. I
No, for me, I got
didn't.
to check that DSTV guide. When are they showing this one? Okay,
Mm,
let's click on this
I
one. Let's see reminder. Pray.
I am not. I really was never interested. Now that I went like, cause I think about it because growing up I used to watch TV. I used to watch TV because everybody in the house was going to watch TV at some point. You know,
What
they
were you
every
supposed to? What are you supposed to do? Was there social media? Was there
I
anywhere?
listen.
Everybody go watch
No, I listened
television.
to radio and I used to like play with other kids. Now you go out and play with your friends, you come back in the
Man, I was
evening.
now television man they watch. I know the
Fair enough.
this television. So when the SCV
Fair
came,
enough.
I just gorged myself on all those Yankee series. And I watched Desperate
Mm-hmm.
Housewives too now.
Oh,
I watched
fair
Desperate
enough.
Housewives. Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good series.
Those crazy women. Yeah. At least to some point, as I
Eh,
got bored. So I watch chick flicks. Is there any new chick flick that is raining now?
Emily in Paris.
No, I know the follow go Emily go Paris. I'm sorry.
Why?
Just
You need to
yeah,
watch it.
right now, I don't do chick flicks because I'm not even what Bridgerton self.
See,
I just
no,
know
no,
that
no, no, no. In one breath, you have changed your mouth 2 times. You say you're okay with chick flicks. Now you say you don't need to watch chick
no, I
flicks.
said before, but now they my body again. Like Bridgerton now, I just know they sing and dance
Oh,
and they learn
Bridgerton is
after.
a nice
The men just
series,
speak big
though.
English because they want to knack. Something that in
No,
just send transfer. Everything done set to yeah, yeah. You talk from episode 1 to episode 9 because it's just one knack. Oh, now wow.
see, at our core, human beings are animalistic. That's
Okay,
the
that's why
truth.
I watch Spartacus because that's where the animals are. That's where everything is at. Maybe not as
But
they
they
go.
speak English too now. Medieval, what's it
Yes,
called?
but they
English
cost
was
there.
also very.
But they're causing there.
They were
I
what?
watch
Bridgerton, they
I even
cost
watch the
too.
original Spartacus, and the guy will say, I mean, I don't know. That one, they get one kind of phone. That's why I don't like her. In Spartacus, they say it as it is.
Is in the
The
accent.
God shot. Once again, the God shot cock into us. I said, yes, this is what we're here for.
No,
This is what we're here for.
that's vulgar English. You know, another thing,
I
it's
like
very
it.
important
I like it.
how you learn a language, right? If you learn a language from like, in fact, the way you speak a language tells a lot about how you learned the language, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'll say because the Bridgerton, I mean, either one fly, all English, right? But they express their own vulgar words in more polite terms. You know what I mean?
Good for them. I'm not polite. I'm sorry. So anyway, your own weekly catch up, please. Yes.
My week was great. I think this is a good time to say it. I recently got how did which English did they use to talk about these things if I took on a new opportunity recently with
Woo woo.
Ashlocks
Yeah.
and it's been quite interesting. Is I, I I admire working with young people and I don't want to go too much into it because I'm also still learning and just like exposing myself to the realities of what's happening. Um, but yeah, that has happened and it's been good. It's been great, I would confess. Also, I'm dealing with all that comes with that and also like managing all of it because it's a lot on my table. And this year, the motto is no money left on the table. We're taking it all, right? Um, Away from that, we had this fun thing that we did sometime this week. I'm part of a group called The Hang. And they had sent on the group like something they wanted us to all have presentations, like a games night type thing, where like you have presentations on anything. See, the topics were crazy. The topics were
Mm.
too for listen. I heard this your sounds like all these uncles.
Eh,
They're just
I
they're
know,
just
yeah, now.
no, the top I'm going to go and look for the topics. Some people's topics. First, one person's one was all bomb bombs matter.
Wow.
I'm telling you how to get a sugar mommy or sugar daddy in Lagos in I think a couple. Let me check that. Let me actually look for that. Okay, but first of all, there was yeah, all bomb bombs matter. You deserve there was another one. You deserve a 90s kind of love. Shout out to Shewa on that one. Um, Honor had investing in friendship. Someone else had I think you can live a richer life.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Someone else had wear miniskirts more. Another person had the unbadification of the youth.
Now, wow.
Honestly,
Hold on, I take talk.
Chris. See, there's the other person had BBL in a recession.
Ah, now, wow.
Um,
All
yes,
these think
getting it.
pieces.
Do you understand? And then there was getting a sugar mommy or daddy in 2026, and there was mine, which was I presented on Africans and luxury. I sent it to you, Ayo, but you didn't read it.
I honestly, man, when you
You
sent that,
didn't
my brain
open the
was so.
link.
I thought
Did
that
you
was for
open
our
it?
podcast, Sef. I didn't know it was for a talk.
But did you see it?
I did not check it. I was wanted to check it today, and
Wow.
I forgot. Once you just told me, no, I wanted to check it
Open
yesterday.
it as is. Wow, this thing now. Open it on your phone now. Now, just
Why didn't
open
you
it.
write on
Just see.
BBL? BBL is the one that has consent to read about. But
See,
anyway,
if I had written about BBO, I would have explained so much because the amount of questions I keep getting. Oh, wait, did you do it? It's about time. But I wrote about something I was passionate about.
okay,
I didn't have to think.
I don't see the Ghana good.
Yes, now Africa is rich,
I bet,
but
please
we're
let's
just
leave. Please,
stupid.
please, let's focus, please. Thank you.
Wait, okay, so we have that.
Yeah.
And after putting it
Now
together,
wow, see this TED Talk presentation. Now wow, that's just the get multicolor.
no,
Okay,
I posted it on my LinkedIn as well because I thought
oh
about
shit,
it and I was like, why are we always thinking about when we think about luxury as Africans, it's always an out of body experience, as if it's something. I mean, capitalism has branded luxury in a way, right? So if you don't have certain items or brands around you, you are not considered luxurious.
yeah,
While in ourselves, we are luxurious. Luxury is not those branding is capitalist in itself, right? I remember after the talk, someone had asked me that, oh, someone had asked me that I had put a Kilenta piece in my presentation and Kilenta is not affordable. I said I never said any. If you go through that entire document, there's nothing about price because very too often, well, in fact, when we think about luxury as Nigerians, we think about money, and that's why our stupidity honestly lies. And I do not say this in any niceness, and I'm not over sugarcoating it, right? Because we always think that for something to be good, it must be expensive. But there's so many inexpensive things that we enjoy as just even being here. We have a soil that you can plant and you can eat from. I just had banana from my compound this evening and it's bangs like mad. Not a lot
okay.
of people can say that. You know what I mean? Africa is blessed, but we don't have sense. There's just
Please,
that.
when you are doing this thing, please call me so I can do my own presentation.
Let's do it now. We can even do it.
And
Let's we can do a
I have a
community
topic
thing.
in my heart. I have a topic in my heart that has been born.
Let's
It's
go.
burning.
What's the topic? Tell
It's
me.
also a public rant.
I want
The,
to hear about it. Tell
the
me.
dying art of cowgirl position.
Oh my
That is
God.
my own.
How
Women
many?
today do not know how to ride in the cowgirl position. Thank you very. Welcome to my TED talk. Thank you very much. I'm done. I know
That's
get
just
that.
all.
It's a statement. That's all. That's my opening thesis. If you want more, sign to my master class. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I think the
But
girlies will
anyway, continue.
actually disagree largely with that, by the way. Really
Please,
disagree
guys,
with
let's have a
you.
robust conversation, a
Hmm.
tete-a-tete.
There's this woman
But
that
anyway,
is
continue.
she has very vulgar content on TikTok. I can't remember her name again. Oh, I'll
Who
look for
doesn't
it.
have Judas?
No, but this
Is that
babe
name
is
Judas?
funny. I forget her name. No, I
Is it
think
the one
it's
that sells
something
beats?
Obeide. No, no, not that one. That one is the
Okay.
Mama something. That I've forgotten her name. I don't Mama
That is
anything, but
Judas something. I don't know why her name is
Judas. Bah.
Judas. I don't know how
Do
person
you
go call
understand?
himself Judas.
No, but this one is in that. This one is I think is not. I forget. Anyway, she say if you see me when I dey riding, you go jealous me. So I don't know. I think girlies are doing what they can to get what they want. I
Okay.
don't
I'll
think
put it in
that.
my own TED talk. I'll do a 3D masterpiece. Everybody
Well,
come with your
exactly.
virtual reality.
POV.
Carry your virtual reality glasses because this is some meta Facebook shit. But anyway, continue.
Listen, but yeah, that was an interesting part of my week as well. What else? Just living life, trying to balance life in the city of Lagos. I started reading a book.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
yes, I started to read on the, in fact, I read a book in December. It's called Let Them Theory. But I read
Oh,
it
that
because
woman. I know. Julie
yes,
something something. Oh,
Mel
Ben
Robbins.
Robbins. Yeah.
So I read it in a hurry and I didn't like consume it well enough. So I started reading it again. Then I paused. I started reading at the beginning of this year, but I paused on it and I picked up another book, my personal MBA. I took it, I bought it off my Uber driver actually. I saw
Wow.
it in his car.
Hustle
And
no dey die.
since,
Ain't go
do you
pay for that
understand?
tax. Tinubu, please write that down. He's paying for that. That's side money.
Please.
Anyway.
The personal MBA and I think it's by Josh, not I think it's by Geoff Kaufman. I started reading it because I do want to do an MBA, but I don't think I want to do it now, unfortunately. I do want to do a master's, but not an MBA right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading and learning and seeing what the fuss is about. Not fuss anyway. I also want to read books on money, psychology of money.
Yeah.
If anybody that wants to love me and buy me that, God will bless you. Okay,
Amen.
that's like I'll actually buy the book myself because I need it. But yeah, just like that, see how life is turning out. For me, January has gone by really quickly, I'll be honest. I couldn't believe that it's already the end of the month and 2026 don't they enter. Thank God that another month is coming to an end and I was still here.
Hola. Yeah.
Yeah, really grateful. I had a particularly difficult morning this morning. One
Sorry.
of those mornings where you like break down and you ask God, why? One of those mornings, or even if you don't ask God, but like there's deep groaning, you're so sad, right? But as the day progressed, my mood lifted and I'm chill and grateful right now. And this
Up
just
and
to say,
grateful.
you understand, up and grateful, oh Lord. Any anyhow you're feeling in the moment, it's going to pass, right?
Yeah.
Everything is going to come to an end. If you're sad, if you're happy, everything, anyone, they're all guests. They will come and they will go. Just brace for it. Don't be ashamed of any. Don't beat yourself up for anyone as well. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I think that's been my week in total in all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of prospects by God's grace, a lot of hopefully we can convert. Hopefully we can do more. Hopefully by God's grace we have the capacity to execute. Exciting times ahead of us in our lives in general.
Amen.
So yeah.
Amen. I also finished reading two books also.
Oh, that's
The
good. Tell
Tragedy
me.
of Victory is
Mm,
the I mentioned it earlier. It was is the account of a Nigerian soldier during the
yes.
Biafran War and after the
Mm-hmm.
Biafran War.
That'll be
Really,
interesting.
some really great insights. The man did not like Obasanjo at all and
Oh
lampooned
yeah.
Obasanjo's role during the Civil War.
Is he an
Obasanjo was
Igbo
running.
man?
No, the guy is
Okay.
the guy is Yoruba, but he's from the south side. His mother is from somewhere. He's one of these
Ah,
Nigerians that are very, very
true
well versed.
Nigerians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Obasanjo was running away from the war front and all that stuff. Yeah. So if you guys can get your hand on it, Tragedy of Victory. He has a very, very long interview on YouTube too. You can find it there. Then I also read a book called Only
Going to
God
look
Can
for it
Judge Me.
now. Right.
Uh, Only God Can Judge Me is
Mm-hmm.
the biography of the one and only rap great Tupac Amaru Shakur. This
Oh.
book is the most concise book I've ever read concerning Tupac. It
Really?
starts from his mom, how his mom was a political prisoner, and how
Right.
the kind of torture she received by the hands of the US government while she was in prison, and she was pregnant for Tupac. And then, Tupac
Crazy.
himself, and how Tupac grew in poverty, raised by a mom who was a crack addict.
Oof.
Yeah, very tough. And how they used to bounce around from everywhere, and how Tupac, started his love for rap music, and how he started to copy the gangsters around him because he wanted his music to sound realistic, and which ultimately led to his death anyway. But there's some
Mm-hmm.
brilliant revelations in the book.
Right.
Tupac had a thing for peeing on women apparently after having sex with them. I never knew that.
Hmm.
Um, how he had a double personality, how he could be very kind and comforting and caring, to people in private, but when there were gangsters around him, he now put on this alter ego of a hard guy, which he wasn't. Tupac went to a school of arts. He didn't grow up around gangsters at
Wow.
all. Then him just being was not raised by his mother because his mother had a serious crack addiction. At one point,
Crazy.
somebody gave him $300 to come to Atlanta to do something, and his mother stole the $300 to smoke crack. Yeah,
That is
uh,
traumatic.
very traumatic. And he had a very bitter relationship with her. And how even when he made it, his family members were coming out to grab, for money grab, and he cared.
Mm.
And because of the largesse of his heart, he had to keep paying his family members' bill. These guys were not working. They're just coming out from the woodwork and saying, yo, we need this, and everything. And how he eventually signed to death row, which led to his death, untimely death. It's a great book. If you love Tupac, if you love rap music, please read it. A lot of outstanding things are there, man. It really breaks down the human and not
Hmm.
just the celebrity of Tupac that we see. It breaks it down as a human being from his first girlfriend to the sexual assault case he had.
Crazy.
I didn't even know he had a prior sexual assault case that was hidden until
Wow.
2024. Yeah, before
Wow.
the one that took him to prison, he actually had it, and it just shows you how people can have a dual nature. Because in the book, there are so many women who said Tupac took care of them financially. you know, he would tell them to come to his house, his mansion, live in his mansion, one of his mansions. He would take care of them, put them on salary and stuff like that. Then you hear cases of sexual abuse again, and you begin to wonder how does this, coexist within a human being. But it's a great book if you love, reading about, musicians and everything. It's a wonderful book.
I think that is also, first of all, I'm really interested in this book, and I think that one of the benefits of also us conversing consistently or constantly is that I learn by association sometimes, some things
Yeah.
because I know I can't do everything. So I listen. I'm a very active listener. I listen to learn, right? So great that we're talking about this, really. I feel like about growing up or when I got into my 20s, I used to believe prior that um as long as a person is wealthy, they are decent, they're good people. I'm telling you, this the
Yeah, it
naivety, and
happens. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think we all had that point, that moment.
All of
This is
us
the
had it.
truth.
Then
Yeah.
we all left our parents' home, and we now saw
See,
wolves who were
hmm.
sheep and sheep who were wolves, which is the
Mhm.
complexity of human nature, the human nature anyway.
Facts. People hide in plain sight. That's the
Yeah,
truth. And
people hide in
if
plain sight.
all the time, and if you like a thing about a person, pick that thing you like about them and leave the rest. It is
Yeah,
not
so
your
because I agree
finish,
with
finish.
you
Yeah.
actually,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because look at this PDD case. This was
Mm-hmm.
somebody that if you were a young black guy anywhere in the
Mm-hmm.
world in the 90s,
Listen,
there
you were
was
looking up to this guy.
there was Nelson Mandela, Barack
Mm-hmm.
Obama, Jay
Mm-hmm.
Z, and PDD.
Mm-hmm.
These were
Mm-hmm.
the four. These were the people that made us believe that as a black guy you could make it. It was so
Started from
crazy
the
that
bottom.
if there are people who in secondary school and university, some people were calling me Didi because this is how much I like the guy. And this is one of the reasons why I've not read
Listen,
any of the accusations or even watched the documentary. Because
I've
in my
watched it all.
mind, it is still unfathomable that such a
That
charismatic guy,
exactly.
a music genius,
No.
will have this dark character. And that is what I'm beginning to learn, that the more some people attain success, because There's something I saw in the Don Jazzy podcast. It's not, I didn't see it, but that was the title of the Don Jazzy podcast.
Okay.
And it was, what Don Jazzy said was, who I had to become to be Don Jazzy. Right? And if you know Don Jazzy is a shy guy. When Don Jazzy was more hits, I've said it to enough Gen Z people. I never heard Don Jazzy speak once in public.
Nope.
Never. See what is it that Don Jazzy is doing now?
Sunglasses.
What is that Don Jazzy is doing
antisocial.
now? There's this kid. It's like, who is this guy?
Listen.
Don Jazzy was the mysterious that I've been to events that they'll say Don Jazzy is coming and they'll bring his cane to represent him until he comes. So don't they come? His cane is already here. This is the level of mystique that this guy had. So I'm beginning to understand that people begin to have an alter ego to reach where they have to be. I read Elon Musk's book. Elon Musk is a bastard.
That one is a fool.
He's a bastard. If you read what he does in his company, bro, you people like, nah, fam, this is
tortures his staff, literally.
Yeah, a clear example of a toxic boss. So, but you have to learn that within a human being, there are two people, right?
Or more.
And those are more. And sometimes when you have to get to where you want, you have to unleash a Machiavellian dark kind. I'm not saying everybody balances their own. Steve Jobs was an asshole. He didn't give a fuck about your feelings. If you're doing something he didn't like, he'll tell you this is bullshit. That's how it is at the end of the day. But some people now go overboard and they now this thing.
Well,
it's crazy. Beyond human convention, I believe. Because I've not read the story of Diddy, right? I believe that there is a legitimate case of what he has done. He broke laws in it, right? Like transporting women without their distance across state lines. But a lot of what I'm also hearing is you are judging a man because of his sexual leanings or orientation. You know the two go together, right?
The issue now is words. I think that the words matter, right?
Yeah, you can stimulate.
Yes, you can stimulate a word to make it. The person who controls the words controls the narrative, right? Yes. So you say this now, and as much as a lot of people, I understand the perspective you're coming from. I'll be very honest, right? Yes. I always say, I've said it on this podcast before that, if you think that you see men are crazy, you need to see a man with money.
So I have to make a exception. Please, this does not include Akeli. Akeli is a motherfucker. There is no redeemable shit.
See,
I read that guy's files.
That's why I'm saying that you are using certain words because you love it. Like you love Diddy, and I get it. Me too, personally. I didn't want to watch it.
Because if you speak to his family members, they'll tell you, bro, this is the nicest guy we ever met in our life.
Yes.
And their friends will tell you that, this guy came through for me, right? But what I'm saying is that I've read Kelly's Zone. Apart from his family, right? I doubt if for Kelly there might be anybody that will stand. Maybe he's.
They needed to put him away for a long time. Well.
Apparently, I heard that even if he comes out after many years, there's still a case waiting for him, just in case.
Exactly.
Just already.
They wanted to put him away. Diddy paid lawyers heavy to ensure that he didn't go to prison.
And that's why his sentence is probably the lightest version he could get.
Exactly. You know what I mean? They also made a good.
And also, like,
and they also settled.
Yeah, also like Steve said, the persecution decided to make him more of a show of public shame.
Exactly.
Than getting the facts. So because now you said this thing, to prove it in court is going to be a different ball game at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So yes, that one day. So that's why I think I've just learned that no matter how brilliant a person is, it cannot be 100%. Which is like human nature.
Exactly, we're all not.
Because I'm sure that some people in your life, Ugochi, they say, you ask that person, what do you feel about Ugochi? They say, Ugochi is not a nice person. Ugochi
for sure now.
After the devil. After the devil, like, in short, now they even chase devil come out for hellfire. We all
bad
have
person.
That. Yeah, it's very bad. And somebody will say, Ugochi can donate her left eye and her left kidney for you. It's Italian. Yes. But there are some people in history, that I have to just say that, bro. I don't think there might be any redeemable, unless your family members, I don't think there might be any redeemable
Like
Uh,
Idi Amin.
yeah, no, it's shocking that people say, hey, Idi Amin,
No, people loved Idi Amin.
Saddam,
There's
family
still people
members.
that loved him.
Yes, now because they will benefit
Mhm.
from him. Saddam
Yes.
Hussein, Adolf
Mm.
Hitler, all those kind of people.
And
Eh,
see now the one where we hear oh, the difference between them and serial killers. What's the difference? The ones that they put away and the
the one
ones that
that
were
kill me,
hidden.
the one that kill me about serial killers is when they always ask their neighbors. Meanwhile, did you watch that? It was on Netflix.
Which one?
There's a serial killer one. Oh, what the fuck is it? I think I mentioned it on this podcast.
I actually watched it.
Um,
I know the one you're talking
Ed
about.
Gaines, Ed Gaines or
Mm-hmm.
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing about serial killers is that whenever you ask their neighbors, did this person ever show any sign of? Say no. He was the most
Ah,
quiet, lovely person ever. Nobody
yes,
can
so
say, yeah, so this guy, we don't suspect and say him be serial killer. Nobody will.
shout out to Ray Williams on TikTok. This guy tells like, until I don't know if you've ever seen any of his stories. I will share it to you. So like he tells crazy stories like serial killers, just different things, right? And he told a story about this girl who had alopecia and she struggled a bit with making friends in school. But these two
That's
hot
what
girls,
Tupac, that's what Will Smith's wife had now. Has
exactly,
that she was not claiming
exactly.
that Tupac also had it. Why would you not ask her? Please move on.
Oh, Ayo is writing for his OGs. Don't tell him nothing.
No, Jada own too much. Everybody just don't come. No, must it just be
You
always? Who's asking you? Later you tell us Will Smith is. We not ask. We like Will Smith as he is. Do not tell us anything wrong. Will Smith. Thank you.
is the vulnerability.
Every time you just not performing that men have no. Don't tell us a Tupac had a board
Do
problem.
you know?
No.
I listened to her podcast. I don't think that's the direction
Uh
she thinks to take.
see,
I think we
I'll just say
misinterpret
something.
her as
The
sometimes.
problem
So
is the problem is, I will explain my problem with Jada Pinkett, which
tell
is every
me.
black man's problem. You see, you see the
So you
names I
speak for
mentioned.
every black man.
In this case, yes. You know how we
Okay.
said Diddy Jay-Z? Will Smith
Mm-hmm.
is just a level below that.
Mm.
This is Big Willie, the
Demigod level.
first rapper to win a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith was so big in Hollywood that every July 4, whenever he releases a movie, it comes out on the American Independence Day, July 4. This is how
Per.
big this nigga is.
Per.
They're now coming to be telling us why no, live with Smith.
Because he's
Stop
a human
painting.
being too
No, we don't
now.
want no, that Big Willie. This is Fresh Prince of Bel Air. No.
If you live long enough, people will
Ah,
definitely have to hear, especially if you live at that level where
any
your
any guy my
world,
age,
mm-hmm,
when you're with Smith, like Baba, now you just Fresh Prince of
Fresh
Bel Air alone.
Prince, exactly.
Ah,
Fresh Prince was
no. Every other
everything.
thing he did was just bonus. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. No,
I'm
no,
so
no,
proud of
no.
him though. Like,
See,
think it's always
anybody they want
pride.
to slap, let him slap. I don't care. That's Fresh. That's Big Willie, Fresh Prince. Then
Again,
Jada now
riding
come
for
out
your
and say,
OGs.
Tupac was the love of my life. Yeah, God will punish you. Somebody bought a farm for
See,
you.
just so
You
like
live in an
so.
estate.
See,
You
does
now say
that make
Tupac is
does this make what's his name Will Smith?
they've they've
Do,
chased women. They've
men that
chased
has
women in
that
ancient Africa for less.
see
They'll put inside evil forest if you continue doing this thing. But let us move. Continue. You're talking about the person that does the TikTok content. Please.
exactly Ray Williams, right?
Yeah.
He he was talking about this lady who there's this story he dropped some time back. The girl had alopecia in school, right? So people didn't. I mean, these stories are mostly situated in America, right? So she didn't have any friends, and everybody bullied her because of kids can be mean, are mean. And these two hot girls in her school see her, pick an interest in her, and befriend her. Become her friends. She starts to roll the best chicks in school.
Mm-hmm.
They help her rebrand. Introduce her to wigs. Change her dressing, and all of a sudden, this girl has a social life again. No, well, she
Oh,
never had before. So she becomes,
popular.
accepted in exactly. She becomes a popular girl, but the popular girl to the popular friends. Oh no, the friend in the friend group to the popular friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she became popular. Anyway, she now meets this guy at some point. The guy is into crack. The guy does crack, right? So the guy
Yeah.
starts to give her crack. So she starts to do crack. Everything, crack or weed. I don't know. They started taking drugs. She and the guy go out one time or they're out someday and they're like, oh, they're out of weed that they need to get, but I don't know, it's not weed. I think it's some drug anyway. They were on drugs and they're like, oh, their friends are up, like her friends were up in a cabin while she was with her boyfriend at a
Mm-hmm.
cabin, and her friends were at a cabin with their own friends, there. And she was like, oh, mate, let's go to that house to go and meet my friends that she knows that they will have drugs. Tell me why these people plan that they're going to go and meet her friends up in the cabin and they take guns there. They show up with guns. Actually,
Yeah.
they don't only want to take the drugs, they also want to take money. So
You
they
see
go to
how?
she and her boyfriend plan, they go to the cabin, shoot, kill her friends, in fact, kill everybody there. This the
Hey.
innocent girl who didn't have friends, nobody, your own friends, you kill them, and then she leaves. She remembers that she didn't collect something. She goes back. One of the girls is still alive. She used the butt of the gun to hit the girl until the girl's head skull cracked, first of all, and she died.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
she
We.
went away. She and this her boyfriend, they dated for a while, then they separated. They went away. So she was so close to those girls that when the news when it got to the news that they had died, people were calling her to apologize to her, like giving her condolence, not knowing that this is the person that killed them. Anyway, so she and this her boyfriend, they go get away with it, the case gets closed, everything, nobody's arrested and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the girl and her boyfriend later, they keep dating and then they separate. The guy moves to another city and she has to go into rehab because, of course, the drugs have started to take effect.
Take his toll. Yeah.
So she goes to rehab and then meets a really nice guy there and they fall in love. The guy is also a rehabilitating crack addict, right? Or drug addict, anything. So she starts a relationship with that guy. They get married. They start their life together. One evening, they're in their house watching TV, and the news comes up about the killings of those girls.
Yeah.
While they were still in the what's it called? While she was still in the rehabilitation center with her boyfriend in the rehab, she told him everything.
Oh, dumb
She
dumb.
had killed somebody, da da da. Da. But that one didn't say anything, that's not the guy she married. So she left the rehabilitation center, meets a really nice guy that was also that had been in had gone to rehab at some point. They get married, start a new life. And then this story comes up on TV and they're like, no, no, nobody was arrested or anything. The girl breaks down and starts to tell her husband everything. Her
Oh
husband, of
no.
course, had to call the police on her. That's how she
Of
got
course.
arrested.
One time now.
You understand? As they arrest am, now so she can't tell police about that her boyfriend. We don't that she and that her boyfriend we do at that time. That one has already gone to go and live his life somewhere. That one was even
Mm-hmm.
in rehab somewhere else where he was as well. Now so they said they went to go and arrest that one. And then to corroborate the story, the guy that she told when she was in rehabilitation, the entire story came and said, "Oh, Mona, true. She told me when we were in prison that
Now.
when we're in rehab that this is what she did and that's how she went to prison. I don't know if it was a life sentence she got, but crazy ass stories, right?
Now.
You think you know people so much, but you can't ever really know people. That's the truth.
Only God knows the hearts of men.
Only God knows. And there's a lot of evil that also gets that slips through the crack that nobody hears about. That's the truth. You think you know, you don't. You really can't. It's only
Yeah,
really, really,
again.
really, honestly, like, and every time I listen to this, and this is why I even watched the Diddy one, to be honest, because I grew up, my elder brother loved Diddy. I mean, he had cutouts of Diddy from all those calendars and all
But
those
side note,
magazines.
not everything in that documentary is true because 50 also has his own agenda.
Personal
Yeah, he
vendetta.
doesn't like Jay Z, doesn't like Diddy. Yeah,
And I
so
think he's been very clear. I think for him, it wasn't even about that. It was just to show the world that man.
oh, it was. You know why?
Tell me.
One of the babes that Diddy used to do freak off with
Mm.
is the mother of his second child.
Oh, I heard about that,
Yeah, so
actually.
the thing now. Yeah, and before that, you already had issues with him. So
Fair enough.
tell me,
You know
look,
what?
if Jay Z mess up, just do one thing. 50 Cent, don't ring light and camera. Ring light and
50 is
camera
petty
first.
AF.
No, he's
I love
petty.
it.
Oh. Don't just look for his wala. Don't just look for his wala.
Honestly,
I beg.
he is so petty. He
Yeah.
puts the P in it. But like essentially what I'm trying to get at is that we don't, you really don't see once. In fact, some people, their parents can't even vouch for them because you're not in my house. I don't know. You
Yes,
don't leave this
there's some people
belly.
that when police just go and meet your parents that please your son is in police station for robbery. They won't be
They're not
very they won't be
shocked.
surprised. They'll be like, oh, we know.
Honestly.
Nobody today don't decline fence, so we know. We
You know,
know.
they get the character, they come.
Hmm.
No, but like, again, I know, and it's sometimes difficult not to idolize people or admire people
It's normal
intensely.
now. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
people who are exceptional in their field.
But it's just also to face the reality that just focus on the one that you prefer
You know,
inside all that they are, and the one that you can
you
see.
don't know,
Because
you
the
don't know who
one that
they
you
drink
cannot
picking.
see.
You don't know who they drink picking blood.
You know, there's this guy, I can't remember. There's this man,
There's
he's
somebody
a
was drinking
prodigy.
blood.
Yeah, that he takes youthful blood. He takes blood from his son. He's
Oh,
currently I need to find
that
his
tech
name.
guy. That tech guy
Yeah. So
that looks
that
like
is
a
what
vampire
made
now.
him a tech guy because he
That guy that looks
started
like a
to,
vampire. That guy, first of all,
yes.
he looks as if he's dying. I hope somebody tells him because he's pasty as fuck. So I don't know. Other
Oh
English is
my
talking.
God.
Eh,
It-
God help you.
he's experimenting with himself and trying to
Good for
prove
him.
a scientific thesis
Uh,
that you can actually live forever.
so if car
There's
jam am, you no go there.
immortality is possible.
So if car jam am, you no go there.
So not by accident or anything, like naturally just survive, like live. I need to look for his name. It would be nice to
Uh,
know what his
I
name
know the
is.
guy
Can you
is
help us
quite
look
popular.
for his
Even has
name?
he has a bloody documentary somewhere.
Yeah, he do very long as speaking of documentaries, have you watched this? Have you seen this Desiani's
No, oh,
documentary?
Desiane. First of all, we should all thank God for Desiane because once she had cancer, but now she has been healed.
A fighter through and through.
Now so that spent
A
how many?
fighter.
They say he spent in luxury. Please, X of the week.
Don't
Yes,
be
let's go to
dismissive of Mommy D. Huh?
no be only mommy D.
Such a
I like
beautiful woman.
yeah, use and chop all our money.
Lady na so now no one chop am. As we no one
So
get sense, chop am boy.
so this is from Extra Thief, and this is the tweet. It says, I saw a conductor this morning at Yanoworo asking ChatGPT
Mm.
how to become a better conductor. I could not believe
Hmm.
my eyes. He really loves the job.
I know.
It's not many
But
people
that's so
no go use
cool.
ChatGPT for. They not many
ChatGPT they
people.
cry.
You don't time for Nigerians. Some people are turn ChatGPT to their girlfriends.
Literally, people in relationships to ChatGPT.
Yeah, people use it for counseling now because apparently going to the therapist is quite expensive.
Very much so. Like people act, there's no limit to what you can ask ChatGPT. This is the truth.
No, it depends. If you ask something that violates its policy and guidelines, it won't to tell you
So
sorry.
so far, I haven't asked any question that has violated. So safe.
Uh, some of us we don't go over ask. You just say, "Excuse me, this violates our policies." Something,
Link
something.
me to the dark web.
I say no, thank you. Okay, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I retrace my steps. No verse.
Do you
Have
understand?
have a nice day.
Period.
Do you know that some people when they use ChatGPT, they use please and thank you.
Me, I do.
You know why?
Tell
People
me.
have a reason. They say because one day there'll be an uprising of artificial intelligence
Ah,
where robots will take over the world and they'll keep history of the people who were very rude to them when we're using the artificial intelligence. So it's best now you start saying please and thank you because when the day of judgment comes, they will first of all the people
will
they will
be
kill are
radical.
the rude ones. They will not spare the people who were polite to them. So please, if you be using ChatGPT, you don't say please and thank you, and you don't have a very nice tone, I suggest you retrace your steps because that day is coming. We've all watched Terminator.
Oh yeah.
So you know as it go be. So if you know you don't
See,
want to die and you
the
want to
future
live,
is now.
the future is even here already.
Yeah,
Black
it's
Mirror
now.
already tells us that we are already in the future.
Listen.
So
Let me tell you
I
the
saw this.
episode of Black Mirror that lives rent free in my head. A
There are so
couple do,
many.
but
Which
but
one?
let me tell you two particularly. You see that
Which one?
one that you have to get enough likes to just to live in a
To
certain
function.
place.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Oh, well, that one is true.
if
That
you
one,
know how that shit scares the shit out of me.
that was real. That was real.
Do you understand? And then the second one is that one that they used to put chip. They put chips in your head, and then you can remove the chip and play your memories.
Yeah. That's how the
You
guy
remember
found out that
now his
his
wife
wife
was
was
cheating on
cheating.
him.
Yeah.
Those two episodes rent free. I don't.
Ah, there are
Of
so
course,
many
there are
that are
many
rent free. Oh,
others. Ah,
plenty.
the
There's one
black
that
man.
which black man?
That black man that they opened his head and put him inside a museum. Hey,
Hey,
that
that one
one.
today. That
Hey,
one today. Oh.
wicked.
The one I remember was the lady that
Tell
was being
me.
chased by that killer robot dog.
Ah,
Then
those
at the end of the day,
wicked dogs.
she now found out the dogs were now plenty were coming. She just killed herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro.
They're not gonna
And you
get
know
me.
what?
Tell
If you
me.
go and check all these big science universities abroad, right? They have like a form of those robot dogs working already. Not as killer dogs, though. Some are just for like police. They help with police surveillance. Some just ordinary distance. I'm like, but you
Oh.
people watch Black Mirror. Didn't you people
Oh,
see that this thing will get K-leg at the end of the day? Why are you people like this? No, Black Mirror is very spooky, but that's where we are, Sha. As a race, as a human being, as human beings.
yeah, Black Mirror just tells us the reality, but in some of them are a little exaggerated, but
Of course,
this is what
but
is happening right now.
yes, it
We
will
have
happen.
flying cars. We have
The flying cars
people are talking.
are not yet operational, but they are flying cars.
They are, see, is it existing?
Of course, they
Yes.
exist, but now to
Uh-huh.
upscale it,
But the
to scale it to a
commercialization
large
of
scale.
it is another one. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But is existing. When
yes.
when
I,
when
I
when
don't think flying
movies.
cars are our problem. I don't think that's
No,
the
no,
least of
no.
our.
I'm not saying who knows? Who knows? AI is going to control it too. We have cars that are self-driving.
No,
AI
man, I can't.
controlling.
Sorry, I can't enter a car that is self-driving. I'm too
See,
paranoid. If
it's
I want to
Nigeria
jam,
that is not
if I want
working.
to jam trailer, I will jam trailer by myself. Do not come and use
See,
car to come and
I would
take me
like to,
somewhere.
I actually like to know the accident rates with these EVs though. Well,
It's not
EVs
that
are the
much,
future though.
but I remember when Elon Musk car killed somebody or more.
Uh-huh.
You know, Yankee now, they tell us everything, they recall everything. They had to go through
Remove, disconnect.
every single process again.
Listen,
Ah, yeah, they don't use it to play. Oh.
I'm about to
No,
eat
be here for
plantain
that.
chips. So do you think everybody will be disturbed when I'm chewing?
Please don't just make noise in our ear. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Not like in Nigeria that we started seeing self-driving cars. I don't know if the Tesla in Nigeria are self-driving yet too.
No, but
Because if
we can't trust it because hold
me
of
as
it.
if I spend all that kind of money, and you now say no, the car should drive by itself. You gonna put me inside the poto. No, let me go drive this thing by myself. Oh. I'm
So
sorry.
realistically, in the near future, these electric cars will no longer be expensive because
Oh no, if you go
um
to China now, China is the largest.
so
Actually, China is the one that is disturbing.
manufacturer. Mm-hmm.
They are the ones disturbing Elon Musk because their cars now are even, taking over the market and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, obviously there's a time that will come that the whole world will be driving electric cars at the end of the day, and one time it will
Because
be even be mandatory that all cars will be self-driving. Human beings will not need to drive cars anymore.
well, I hope that by God's grace in that, well, I don't know. Africans need to first of all do what is important for us.
No, when I
I
said the
think
world, when I said the world, it's like Lion King.
we're
When
part of it, please.
Mufasa took
We're
Simba,
taking over.
Mufasa showed Simba all of the Lion's Pride, all the what's the one that place they used to stay, whatever, Sha.
Yeah,
I not
the
you not
pride.
ask that, yeah. And Simba like, oh, that dark place, no, they say that place, no, that's not for us. Those are where the hyenas. Africa is the hyena of the world. Leave them there. When they are ready to mingle, we'll be ready
That's why
for
you
them.
need to read that document that I sent to you. First of all, we are
Okay,
not the hyenas of the world, I
okay,
must say.
all
We
right.
just don't have, as I said, we're stupid, and that's why we are where we are. However, I believe that in order for us to actually and truly be global and to be authentically us, we must do things that are suited to us. I feel that we are consistently comparing people. The future of Africa cannot be compared. Again, I
Okay,
just
it's good. Yes, I agree. It
no, but
cannot be compared.
it
If
can't be
anything that's
compared
happening, if
because we're
anything
not
that's
like
happening,
anywhere else in the world. The
it
temperature is
can
different, the soil is different, the
thankfully.
people are different.
Thankfully, we are not anywhere. It's good that the world, we are not like the other
See,
parts of the world.
let's even talk about something for a bit. It's only Nigerians truly that go to another country and change their accent and their life
I
completely
mean,
and become like those people.
I agree
No,
with
no, no.
them.
See, I do not even say this to mock us. I say this to say that we're very flexible people. We know how to integrate. If push comes to shove, we integrate as quickly as anything. This is to say that already we see black people or Nigerians everywhere in the world, everywhere. Some people you don't even know that they're Nigerians again because they have completely acculturated with whatever locality or people that they have blended in with. What does that mean? It means that we truly have the versatility to be anything. So why are we choosing to be this? That's my first question. We have proven to ourselves over and over again. And it's not just about relocation. I do not think, as I always say, to each their own. Like, I'm not against it. However, the core of anything is that same thing with what's the name of this theory I spoke about the last time? The theory of the cave, right? For enlightenment is dangerous because to you who is enlightened, it is a burden to you, and the people who are receiving might never be receptive. However, the message is too heavy, you must deliver, right? We have so much exposure as people. If you speak to other Africans in other African countries, you can tell distinctly why we are who we are. And we have the audacity to do what we want to do. However, we choose to be a certain type of people, which is so ridiculous to me. When you talk about OEMs and all these people in manufacturing, when a manufacturer says this is what it is, then that is what it is. In Africa, we don't have boundaries. We want to be everything and anything. We don't have, our climate is not even the same. Like, how are we building our lives around realities that are not ours? That's what kills me. Africans will make Africans great. That's it. If we're looking for somebody to come and help us, then we are trying to imitate a life that can never be us in some ways. Again, it boils down to my everyday balance. Now, everything is not for everybody, but the things that are for everybody should be available. The reason that driving jeeps in Nigeria looks like a big deal is because our roads are shit. There is no power. There is every time the things that are meant to be basic, no, can never be done. So that the basics now look like luxury to us. That is where our problem lies. And that is why I decided to write this think piece. It's not like I do not see the realities of what's happening, but I also see the good like in my circles, I see amazing people. I have amazing friends, achievers, doing something that gives me hope for some reason. And if you're looking around you and you don't see anybody who's doing great, there's a problem. You need to change your circle. And I see all these people. I'm constantly exposed to women and men of influence and power, and they're doing. It's obvious that things can change. However, everybody has to play their parts. But no, we choose every day, self-loading. We hate ourselves so much. We've hated ourselves into where we are today. See,
Okay.
I know that. I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap on this note. I know that everybody's going to say, so, people are going to say, oh, got you. I don't know, for some weird reason, TikTok keeps showing me what's happening in Minnesota and ice and all of that. It's not so glamorous. I talk to some people and they say, oh, they shall allow Nigerians have guns. Do you know how many people would die? In America, that the so-called law and order is what we some people try to ride on. Yes, people still get away with. People are dying every day, Americans and non-Americans, but no, and it's being televised, real life. But we choose what we want to consume. And every time I talk to people in America, they say, "Oh, it's not happening to us here; it's happening to somebody somewhere else." I understand. It's the same way that in Nigeria, I can say, "Oh, Boko Haram is happening in the north; it's not happening in this place." And then you're like, "Oh, it's good that they allowed America to throw a bomb because how come nobody's throwing a bomb in Minnesota though? How come?" How come nobody has released one bomb to say why are they killing black people in Minnesota, or why is ICE intimidating everyday Americans? Why is nobody saying that? What am I saying? The storytelling is poor. first of all, on our side, this is not to say that there is no reality of hardship. There is. However, maybe if we tell the story differently, maybe somebody might take it up and actually believe it and run with it. This is what I am saying. That's my own argument. I do not say that Nigeria is not bad. Nigeria is bad. It's not dysfunctional. And then what do we do about it? Everybody knows the problem. One thing I consistently have seen over the past few weeks is that we consistently romanticize the problem. Romance it, love it, kiss it. Okay, you now that has romanticized, what are you doing in your own little space to ensure? And you know what? It's okay if you don't want to do anything. It's completely fine. Like, it's okay. However, somebody has to do something. If the only thing I do, I'm contributing to this is to be talking and to be hopeful. I hope again. It is a seed and I am planting it somewhere and I pray it grows. That's my end case. Thanks and God bless. Queen Nopon.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
All right. So this week
That's
was
my
the
weekly rant.
14-year anniversary of the Lagos Armory explosion, aka Ikeja bomb blast. So let's just recap that for once upon a time in Nigeria. Let me just get out my history book to recall what happened that day. It was actually a very mad day in Nigeria or in Lagos. So, which involved Obasanjo coming to Lagos to calm nerves, because it was wild. Okay, on the evening of January 27, 2002, Lagos, like any other overcrowded city, was waiting for the new week. It was restless, noisy, and impatient for the next day. Ikeja was alive with traffic and all that yada yada yada. Now, inside the Ikeja military cantonment, a routine exercise was underway. Soldiers were handling old, unstable ammunition stored for decades. What should have been a controlled operation turned into one of Nigeria's deadliest peacetime disasters. At about 6:45 p.m., the first explosion ripped through the cantonment. Then another and another. Within minutes, the sky over Ikeja lit up like a war zone. Shells detonated violently, one after the other, launching fireballs and shockwaves into surrounding neighborhoods. Okay, Afa, Ajawa Estate, Isolo, Mushin, Oshodi also. Buildings shook and windows shattered. Roofs collapsed, cars even flipped. People ran blindly, thinking Lagos was under military attack. Many believed Nigeria was at war. Parents grabbed their children, worshippers fled churches, market women abandoned their stalls. Some people ran towards the explosions, thinking loved ones were inside the barracks. Others ran away, only to meet death elsewhere. As ammunition continued to explode, panic turned lethal. Thousands of residents fled towards the Okafa Canal, a dark, swampy drainage channel. In the chaos, people slipped, fell, and were pushed into the water. Many could not swim. Mothers lost grip of children. Entire families were drowned in the darkness. By morning, bodies flowed quietly in the canal. Official figures will later say that over 1,100 people died, though many believe the number was higher. Tens of thousands were displaced overnight. Homes were destroyed, schools were flattened, and a community was erased in hours. The explosions lasted well into the early hours of the morning. In the days that followed, survivors searched rubble for relatives. Hospitals overflowed and makeshift camps sprang up for the homeless. Why was such dangerous ammunition stored in the middle of a dense civilian area? Why were residents not warned? Why did it take catastrophe for safety to matter? The government promised investigations, committees were formed, compensation was announced, some victims received help, many did not. Lawsuits dragged on for years, and memories faded in official circles, but not in the minds of those who lived through it. For the people of Ikeja, the blast was an horrible accident. It was also a reminder of how casually Nigerian lives are often treated. Today, traffic moves again around Ikeja cantonment and shops have returned, children play and life continues. But beneath the asphalt and noise lays a scar. A night when Lagos burned, a night when peace sounded like war, and a night many will never forget, even if the country tries to. And that is the summary of the Ikeja Armory blast that happened in 2002, 14 years ago. I was one of the people who ran that day for my dear life, and we also got very close to the canal. But thankfully, my guardian angel was on, what do you call it? What's that thing that when you spend extra hours at work?
Extra shifts.
No, but
Overtime. Overtime.
my guardian angel was overtime. And on the day of judgment, when they say we'll judge our guardian angels, I would gladly say you have a pass mark because you tried that day. You really tried that day. You
Oh.
try. Free 40 marks for you. Yeah. But I was, very close. I used to live in the also the LSDPC residential area. And bro, when that first thing went off, I like, okay, what is going on here? Yeah. The second one went off. I said, okay, it's about to get real. And the next 4 or 5 hours, I felt like, I don't know if anybody has watched Beast of No Nation. It's a little boy who was caught up in civil war in Liberia, what was meant to be Liberia anyway. And once again, I want to tell you people that shout for war in Nigeria, that there must be war in Nigeria, we must fight. Bro, if war begins, you people no go see, you people no go, not get mind though.
I did tell you.
Bro, when those cannons were going off, personally, I felt our house was already burnt, that I've been flattened out already. There's nothing again.
It was
I
an
felt the whole of
earthquake.
that area. I was just
Honestly.
saying, boom, and the whole ground would shake. People were falling on the floor. People left their cars
Oh, that
on the
big.
express and were running. You know what this is for you to leave your car
Oh,
on the
God.
express road and run.
Hmm.
I'll never forget that
Day
two
life,
children were
oh.
locked. Two children were locked inside one house. We saw them crying.
Oh,
Mommy, daddy.
no.
I don't know where the parents were. Maybe the parents just went out for something.
Oh, no.
They were crying.
Hey.
No. That day, every time the bomb went off and the bombs were going off, it felt as if it was getting closer and closer. And at one point, we thought, okay, we'll just see a building demolished right in front of our eyes. So please, when people scream of war, I beg you, along the way when we were running, we saw Christians praying. They were saying it was the end of the world because our sins were too much. Some Muslims were also praying to it again. Some conspiracy theorists were gathered and said, Obasanjo wants to, is the North. The head of Obasanjo wants to make some serious moves against them in this country to liberate Nigerians. And that's why they are fighting back. Unknown to us, it was just the armory that was going off. Poor maintenance at the end of the day. This was the era when GSM had just landed into Nigeria. I think GSM was like a year old, or maybe a few months old. So there were not many lines in Nigeria at that time. At around 6 or 7, all lines were blocked. No calls were going through.
Honestly.
Everything was jam-packed. Everything was jam-packed.
I thought it was an earthquake. That's what I thought.
Earthquake, yeah. And there's nothing I didn't think. But when I started seeing the sky, we could actually see the fumes
coming to an end.
And all I know, okay, these are bombs going off, And the funny thing was that it was a day before our midterm. Yes, we were very close to the cantonment is like 20 minutes away from my house. Yeah. And if you take bikes, it's like 5 minutes. When the first bomb went off, I just said, oh, what was that? I didn't even know. But I was sitting beside the window. I could see the window, right? And I was reading for my midterm. We were trying to do maths equation. I just saw one big coffee white smoke. That was signal number one. Then all of a sudden, I started seeing people running. Now, as a black man, as a Nigerian, when you see people running, you do not ask questions and say what is going on. Your first reaction is to do what? Run.
Walk towards the danger.
No, don't run to the danger. You run with them.
As
when
a white kid.
When you get to the point of safety, you now say, what is happening now? I remember when I was staying with my friend in Surulere, in Unilag, right?
I want to hear this.
I went out to go and buy food, roadside food. It was a nice time. I don't carry my plastic container. Yeah, maybe they go. All of a sudden, I just hear brrr. I ran down to the end of the street with everybody. When we are going to the end of the street, I said, what was happening? They said, oh, armor bus just came down from one bus. They were operating.
Oh my God.
I said, it's good. When they are finished operating, we went back to the main street. The hunger for the food that left my body, I was filled already. I go sleep.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
See, but I completely agree with you. Run first to it's only white people that go towards the problem. Like, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening?
No.
For where? What's happening, Igbo? Run away. Run away, flee from the danger first and assess from a distance. You understand? Be scientific about your approach. You can look under the microscope after the eruption has happened.
But run first.
First,
What go they
though,
do James Bond? Say, waiting the happen, waiting the happen.
no, except like it's a fire and you're a fireman, please run
Mm-hmm.
towards the problem.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. I know there's a monument for the people who died somewhere around that place. I've never been there before. As usual, I heard it's in ruins. So,
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
That's
nothing there,
crazy.
but yeah, it's actually one of the craziest events that ever happened in Nigeria.
That we've lived through a lot
Yes.
in this
Tinubu,
lifetime.
Tinubu had to appear on TV because he was the governor of Lagos there
Mm-hmm.
to calm nerves and say this was actually happening. Obasanjo went there the next day, addressed the crowd with no shoes. That was not the first president that had no shoe. Yeah, I mean, Goodluck was not the first president that
Not
that
sure.
no shoe. Obasanjo also came to address the people of Lagos at that time. Yes.
Let me give you a part of this Desiani's documentary that you don't want to watch, just based off of this thing you just said about good luck, right? You know, Desiani was petroleum minister under good luck, right?
Mm-hmm. The
Well,
sugar baby.
under yeah, well, there were those allegations. However, they also raised those allegations up in this documentary. Now, they had said that the documentary had told a story of the fact that, or alluded to the fact that, what's his name, Goodluck Jonathan had seen Desiani as, you know how that it girl in school who
Yeah, the
came
popping girl.
from a rich home, exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and you were this poor kid who only but imagined, you could only but dream. And then you
Mm-hmm.
finally then get into close proximity with the it girl now that you're not a powerful man, but you still
Mm-hmm.
feel very small.
Yeah.
That was what the documentary had alluded to. That was what the relationship between Goodluck and Desiani was at the time. Like they could like at Aso Rock, the gate that leads to the presidential house is only the president that passes there.
Yeah.
Desiani also used to pass there during Goodluck's Jonathan time.
Levels.
And she was the only one that could do that, you know. And they were like, as much as Goodluck was the president, he adored her. He had that sort of, she had assumed that demigod position in his life where he couldn't tell her anything. He couldn't
Mm-hmm.
say anything to her. Not because of he didn't know what to say, but because he already had that what's it that he adored her too much. He couldn't hold his own. Somebody said they to go and see Desiani, you could go in the morning and she could come back down in the evening to come say hello. Crazy. I found it very interesting
Uh,
anyway, and for many
uh,
reasons, but
Firing
just wanted
squad
to.
now. Firing squad go Jam Nigeria
Why
soon.
though? But
Maybe.
we have so many like, okay, I'm not
Yes,
saying
all of
I
them.
don't
Because every day,
see.
every morning, I pray that Emefiele does not see sunshine wherever he is. Me, I'm an equal opportunity giver,
That's
equal
how that's
gender.
how his matter has even died down.
As long as he's in prison, it's fine. Equal gender, this thing. I no get if like you should be
I agree
trans
with you.
safe. If you be trans, you die. I no get time. All this that I even do this is too long.
You
Firing squad
understand?
day. They know they collect salary, they know they do anything. Please.
Do we still have firing squad in Nigeria though?
I don't think so. You don't want to kill you by
Those
hanging now.
capital punishments.
It's by
Exactly.
hanging now.
Do we do by hanging?
Yes, now. If they put your life in
Mm.
prison, that's how it's hanging they used to kill you now. Nigeria don't get electric chair. Where the lights they? Where they want to use the electric chair?
No,
They go they do like
no.
never go
Straight
just give you half
bullets.
current. Half
No, no.
current. Your body go just you just say they get seizure
They will
every
buy
5 minutes.
inverter.
Which you know the kind of inverter you need to do electrocution.
We have
Mm-hmm.
the sun. This sun. Do
They
you see
say,
the Hamatan that came out this week?
yeah, even the injection self. Everybody's doctors are on strike, nurses are on strike.
Mm-hmm.
So who will come inject the
I need to tell
criminal?
you.
So now
Hmm.
hanging. There's still wood in Nigeria now. There's rope.
A
But then
rope.
anything we do
Man.
technology and medicine. No, 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 no. Yeah, we know there. You know there. It's not Nigeria. This thing.
Don't worry, soon we're going to change. Nigeria is going to change.
They
It's
go
going to be
on.
better.
They want electricity. Just say national grid don't collapse for 4 days. That's 4 extra days for you now. You go just the jollificate they go.
As in,
Mm.
no fuel to put in the gym because the filling
Ne-
stations are on
Even the
strike.
even the contract
NNPC.
even the contractor that also do the electrification for you, maybe not shorty job in do. He go come press the thing. He go press the button. And he go come
The
electrocute.
thing
No
go
be you.
backfire.
It's not gonna be you. Now he go come electrocute because they bust chip wire.
Yo.
I
The
read.
electrician will run the wire. I know Sabi.
You know, sabi this thing. Now apprentice.
Oh
Okay.
my word.
Before we wrap up, let's do prop of the week and flop of the week.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yesterday, my day was almost ruined when I saw a video that was trending on social media.
Mm.
Shout out to everybody who does good in this country, especially the ones, whether on camera or off camera, helping the needy, helping the people who are below the poverty line. Now, there's a certain video going on that was trending on X and Instagram and every other social media platform. This guy has a social media account where he helps children. There's one I watched a few months ago where this young girl going to school had really bad shoes. She didn't even have a bag, and the guy bought her a brand new pair of shoes to go to school with, and a bag, a very good bag for her to put her book. Now the latest video, he stumbled on a boy, a 19-year-old guy, not even a boy, because it's on the cusp of manhood.
Oh yeah,
right?
I saw it on your story.
And the guy was, I think he was speaking rubbish or something, or scraps somewhere. Yeah, condemn. And he interviewed the boy. The boy said he's 19. He has learned a trade. He's a tiler. He knows how to do tiles. But he hasn't done his freedom because it's informal education. So you go to and learn under somebody, you become an apprentice. Then when you've learned enough, I think you have to pay basically for you to do your graduation and everything. He now said he didn't have money to do that. And I think he had been doing that condemned since like maybe 9 years ago. So he did it when he was a young boy. So he didn't have enough money to graduate, and he didn't even have money for equipment. Now to these guys, large hearts, thanks to this guy's large hearts, he took the boy to go and cut his hair. He bought him clothes, and the boy was very grateful. He would prostrate and thank the guy profusely. Now the last one that broke me was when he presented the boy. When he presented the boy with his the tools for his trade, for his style business, the way this boy fell down and rolled on the floor,
he
I began crying. This boy did not cry. He wailed. His spirit wailed.
Listen, hey,
like if that boy at that moment prayed, God will answer his prayer because the emotions
immediately
were so high. This boy rolled on the floor. He nearly broke the machine because the equipment, because that's how happy he was. That's how joyous, and he was crying profusely. Like even children don't cry like this. This guy his soul was weeping. And I dare you as a human being for you to watch that video and not shed tears.
Honestly.
What now killed me, what broke the camel's back, was when the guy was even asking that, he wants to see this guy's boss so that he can pay for his graduation. The guy said no.
I'll do you one better.
He said, I want to take it to my mother. Oh, that one now killed me, finish.
Can you see my mother?
Down. The mother knelt down crying. I started praying for this guy in Yoruba. He was prophesying that I don't know this man's name, but God knows his name. That whatever he wants in his life, God will do it for Allah, bro.
Amen.
And honestly, these are the kind of Nigerians we need. We can talk about how, which is another side discussion, how the devil will punish Nigerian politicians. That one is certain to me. But people who go out of their way to financially empower people who were born into poverty. I'm talking about not poverty. I'm talking about generational poverty. Right? God will bless them in this country. No matter how much, we know is a drop in the ocean. But for you to come out and put your hard-earned money to help people who are below the poverty line, especially young people. That boy is 19, and I can tell you for a fact, his counterparts anywhere in the world, he's like 20 years behind his counterparts anywhere in the world. Because, unfortunately, he grew up in Nigeria. But there are good-hearted people who are helping people like this to have meaningful jobs. Now the boy will go on to become a tiler, and hopefully he has customers. Because from that video, I'm sensing he's like the breadwinner of that family. All right. So God will bless anybody that's even your widow's mite that is just doing enough for somebody. Is more than enough for these people. So just prop of the week, people out there who are doing things like this on camera, off camera, God will bless you. It's not easy in these times for anybody to bring out money from his pockets to help another person. Thank you. And it just shows you like how especially we should take care of the young people around us. That boy could have
Mm-hmm.
easily been an area boy, a thief. If that boy goes to do Yahoo now, people will judge him and say,
Mm-hmm.
"Nah, look at them, they're just doing Yahoo." But you don't know the story. This boy was willing to be picking condemn on the streets of Lagos. I believe that was Lagos. Than become a
Yeah.
criminal or a tout or a nuisance at the end of the day. So God will bless people out there like that. It was a very moving video. It spoils my day. Because at that point, like Ugochi said, if Nigerians have guns, the things they will do. Because if I
Ah.
had gun at that time,
Mm. I beg
uh,
you.
lives would have been a lot of lives. I would have killed a lot.
You
That's what I can
got
tell
kill
you.
a lot.
I would have killed a lot. A lot of these bastards that call themselves politicians. But thank
Fair.
God. Yeah,
We need
that
the
was a very
Rollins.
moving. Yeah, that was a good video. That was a very, very good video.
No, I actually watched it on your story when you posted. It was like 8 minutes long. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. And I was like, what? Because these boys are all those boys, first of all, they walk around all our streets. We see them every day. These young men
Yeah.
using their bare hands to pick out of your trash
Mm-hmm.
every day. And I watched that video, and it's first of all the humanness of it, the fact that the guy who was interviewing him was even just like kind towards him in a sense. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide how I feel about putting like
Yeah, I understand
these
because that
things
could also be like, but at this point, I also feel that the good outweighs the bad. So really,
fair. I
yeah,
mean, it's, I don't know. Anyway, but it was an
a moving.
incredible, yeah,
Yeah,
it was too good to see. See, the guy was too happy when he gave him, like every other thing, he was very grateful. It's the way he was prostrating for the guy itself. It's not the
but this one
regular prost.
he forgot prostrating when that equipment came. He rolled.
Ah,
This guy was wearing
he
all white. He rolled on the
white.
floor.
I say clothes where they just buy. No, 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 no. You no care about that one.
It's because
That's the least
wash
of
am.
his worries. You
Yeah.
understand? He rode, and the next he was like, can you come and see my mother? See, first of
Ah,
all,
now that
what I
part kill me
got,
pass.
do you understand? What I got from that when he took the guy home, at that point, I was like, it's really important to raise your children right.
Yes, people
Because,
were saying that for every
ah,
good deed that guy was doing to him, he was prostrate. He was very thankful. You could see that this guy was,
yes,
even if without
very
money, he was raised properly.
well raised. Such a, see, Nigerians, shout out to us at every level. Because how? The boy was very grateful. In his mind, I'm sure he'll be like, how can I take all of these things home and prove to my mother that a random stranger gave it to
Yeah.
me? Ha! When they've already told you that don't collect anything from anybody, you now went outside, you now even collected,
So
you now
one show proof
collected.
say,
You
today
understand?
I met an angel. Oh, come and see the angel.
See,
Oh.
mommy, let me come and see follow me to my house, please. Let me show my mommy that it's real. Oh. This is no wild goose story. It really, he's a very well raised kid, and I really give his mother kudos. He's 19, and for him to even still be at that point in his life where he could have been anything. Do you understand? Like
Yeah,
he could
a
have
menace to
left the
society.
house. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like he could be smoking in one place and just living his life carelessly, something. However, he decided the fact that he was even living with his mom still, I'm just like, gee, like, well done. It's a baby for real. And
Yeah, the
he
family
could
unit
not
is still there. Yeah,
yeah, and he could not think of any other way to thank this guy than come let my mother pray for you because the one we have talked maybe if you know rich,
you
but
know,
my
you need to say
mother
you don't know strong. Like mama go
no
fit speak am, articulate
no
what's in their mind.
no
The
they were
woman
so
knelt for the man. She
grateful.
knelt for him.
No gratitude. Say the way even when he gave the boy the tiling machine, I be that tile
Mm,
cutter machine,
yeah.
the guy prayed for him on the spot there. Say
Say
there's
whatever
nothing
you
I
ask for, that God, you will never.
God will
Hey,
yeah.
I said
No, it's
no,
such a
no.
such a sad story. And really shout out to good see kindness. It's so important. Every time
It goes a long way.
honestly, like we didn't need to know how everything went down or what this person was going through. Like, and it can come in different ways. It doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be in your own ways, in the ways that you can even be kind as a person. First, be kind to yourself because if you're not kind to yourself, you cannot give it to somebody. And
Yeah,
then Kindness to other people, it costs nothing. A compliment, an honest compliment, a smile. It's really the small things. Nobody, some people are really going through shit. I promise
Yeah,
you, true
they're passing
shit.
through hell.
Do you understand? And you're probably thinking that they're thinking about you. Nobody cares. If you are thinking, nobody carry you for mind. Nobody really cares except the people that you really focus on as much. But yeah, kindness is important. Like kindness will make you change. Kindness will change the world. That's the truth.
Definitely.
Kindness will change the world.
All right, from prop of the week, we're going to flop of the week. Usual customers, the Nigerian police force. Um, so I don't know if anybody has heard the story of how Makoko, the
Mm,
the city on Nigeria's Lagos State's Venice, our own Venice
mm,
city, has been demolished by the Lagos State government. I know
mm-hmm,
they've been trying to demolish that place for a while now, but they succeeded. I passed there which day, and I looked to my right and I saw everywhere has been leveled. It's crazy. Now today, or whenever you're hearing this, basically, but today,
mm-hmm.
people protested outside the Lagos State Assembly complex to express opposition to demolitions affecting Makoko and other places in Lagos State. And while they're doing that peaceful protest, in the usual manner of the Nigerian police force, they fired tear gas at the
Oh my
residency, injuring
God.
quite a number of people. I think it's taking away people's homes is one thing, but shooting at them again for
Mm.
protesting is another. One day we'll have same policemen, we'll have a same police force in this country, but not now. It's
Are they ever
unfortunate, but
seen?
they're never seen. That's how today I
Yeah.
was at an Uber and I was sleeping. I just noticed the Uber guy just stopped driving. I just looked up. I also it was these armed robbers who call themselves Nigerian policemen. I'm like, oh my lord, what is it again? Then I say, please, can you get down? Can we know you? I mean, I didn't even have time
Really?
for them. I don't really, some people enjoy dragging with them. Some people like speaking English in Nigeria. I don't. I'm very sorry. They're annoying. I just showed them my press ID card. The man was still like, okay, 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 you can be going, you can be going. You people don't
Crazy.
stop crime. You people are just here to extort people at the end of the day. Why are you people kidding? If
Same.
you hear to part now, you're not going to run.
Same and super.
Yes, they're not even going to wait for the do 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 do. It's normal shakabula.
So I met a
I do.
policeman recently.
Okay,
Actually made friends with a policeman recently.
we try.
Um, and we're having she's so brilliant. She's actually a doctor, like a PhD.
Those are the ones inside the office. This one's not good day road. This one's not good
No.
day
So
junction.
interestingly, he explained something to me as a policeman.
Mm-hmm.
You would definitely in at every point you would definitely get road duty at
Ah,
a
okay.
point in your career. Yes,
All
you don't
right.
just go like you must get something that you must get road duty actually. So he was explaining to me, it's life, right? If you want to go through the hierarchy, then you have to do the work that is needed for you to go through the hierarchy. That's the truth. If you want to grow, advance in your career, you need to take more courses, just like that, right? Play the politics and rise to the top, literally, just like every other body. So we're having a conversation, really real conversation. If you went to Naked, I don't want to call anyone, but okay, maybe I should stop there. So his identity is his identity. Anyway, we're having a conversation and we were talking about why first of all the police is first of all is underfunded as we know. And then he was saying something very important. He was like, he when you're done serving Nigeria, you don't get any benefits. Your what's it called? Your pensions, what's the thing when you retire and they give you
Gratuity.
like
Gratuity.
gratuity. Yeah, yeah. Your gratuity is nothing great. I think he said at a certain level, your gratuity maybe gets to like 4 million or something when you leave service, right? 4 million naira in the world of today. What does that do for anybody? You know? The police in Nigeria is actually really largely underfunded. You buy your uniform, they buy their uniforms, right? They don't give it to them.
Yes.
Buy your uniform, you need to do pay something. At the end of the day, the salary is piecemeal. This is not an excuse, but just also hearing it from their own perspective, like how do you see these things and how do these things happen for you was quite interesting to understand or to have a conversation about. we had the conversation about, oh, policemen stopping people and asking for money and all of these things. Of course, it's for a lot of the police stations that are very underfunded and they do not know how else to raise money to do what they need to do at the stations because, government is not releasing salary on time. Of course, they are government workers now. They still go through the same pains that school teachers who should be paid first, by the way, in my opinion. After them, health workers, they don't get paid, and then they have to improvise. And some leaders, like, let's call them managers. I mean, in the police, I don't know the hierarchy, but some DPOs are more wicked than others. You know what I mean? And so, based off of the DPO, you have to work on that. You have to do what your it's uniform work, and they don't take orders lightly. Based off of that, if your DPO says you have to be a shark, then learn how to swim in deep waters
I
because you
just
have
I
to
just
then
have
be
one-
a
I just
shark.
have one question. I have one
Tell
question.
me.
When Nigerian youth came out to protest
Ah,
against police brutality and demanded that the Nigerian police officers should be treated better, compensation and all this that you mentioned, why they not join the protest?
how can they now? How many
Okay.
military men would go against their order and
Yeah, I'm
they,
very
they
sorry.
had order? So I'm not giving,
I
first of all,
understand.
let me
I
stop here.
understand.
I don't want to say I'm not giving excuses.
Excuse. Yes. This is the
Yes.
question. This is the kind of question me I'll pose to a policeman when he tells me
Ayo,
this. I say,
how are they going to join the
oh,
how
oh,
right
but
now are
there,
they going to join it?
but
The
I want to say
protest.
something in case anybody doesn't understand, right? There have been cases when police in this country have gone on mutiny, demanding for
Mm-hmm.
their rights. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
unprecedented for police officers and soldiers to demand for their rights. That's what I
So
want to
you
just say.
you have just said something. There was a mass protest, and then there was police specific protest. The police decided to protest on their own to get
Okay.
something done.
Uh,
Like, I'm not saying, I am not supporting them.
of
However,
course, of course,
in a
yeah.
state in a at the point of chaos, the people who are going to maintain who are what's the word, who are meant to maintain peace and order are our uniform men. Unfortunately, we have terrible leaders who are using them as pawns
Of course,
as
definitely.
opposed to protecting the people who they were actually well, in Nigeria, we've done this a time in history here now. Nigerian police was not created for peace
It's
and
not
order
for
in that
us.
way.
No, it's not for us.
It
You know,
was to
before us.
protect the
Yeah.
interest of the political elite and
Yeah.
political class. It wasn't meant for the
Uh,
commercialization of the
It's not.
people. It
It's
wasn't meant
not. It's
for,
not.
yeah.
It's not for poor people like us.
It wasn't meant for the masses. There's
Yeah.
first of all that standing fact. Before then, we now even go
When
into
you
the
don't
more
necessarily
deeper stories.
carry DSS and Mopo, you know, say no before you now.
That one now, they say they don't actually reduce them because we also had that conversation. They don't reduce them. Say you can
Um,
only have two police at a time, depending
you see,
on, like, first of all, you have to be in the police or in politics or something.
okay.
There's a clause
I'll
to it.
I'll be on the lookout doing dirty December. If I see anybody with police, I snap photo and I
There'll be
report.
outliers now.
Of
Normal.
course,
We're
of course.
very recalcitrant. We
I'll
don't
just looking
hear
for a
what.
while. Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway, flop of the week, Nigerian police as usual. Thank you.
Well, hopefully, and maybe someday, things. No, I have a dream that one day Nigeria will get to a state of equilibrium so that we can take
Amen.
our rightful place as the giant of Africa and of the world.
Wonderful.
Thanks. I said
Correct.
it.
All
This
right,
has been
ladies and
good.
gentlemen, we are done. It's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed
Rappers.
this episode. If you want to send us fan mail, send it to us at fanmail@234essential.com and we'll read it on the next episode. Inshallah.
Please, you guys should send it. And we're sorry that we did not record yesterday. I think this sorry just comes now. I think we've reached an understanding, but like, this sorry comes because we need you to know that we're consciously thinking about you. Ayo hit
Yeah.
me up yesterday and I hadn't slept and I had to. That was the
No.
conversation you were hearing at the beginning.
You have to
So,
crash.
yeah, so thank you guys very much for working with us. Please follow us on every social media platform at Twitter for Essential Podcast. Don't forget to like, share, tell your friends, subscribe on every platform you listen to us. and subscribe to our newsletters. Do not forget to hit the donation link in our show notes. We love you guys. Stay kind. Be kind.
All right,
That's
ladies and
it.
gentlemen, bye bye. We
Catch you
are
for.
done. Thank you.
What's this episode name title?
I have no idea.
What are we? Well, we've said a lot during this conversation.
I have no idea. I can't remember. But we'll find something.
I feel like we said something. Just let's think on this thing now. No, and be done. What do you feel?
Lord
We
of
should
the
think
Rings.
trilogy.
Trilogy is long English. So.
I'm sure our see. First of all, we have
Well,
very elite listeners.
trilogy works, sir.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, trilogy. Bye.